this. Perfect. Let me just double check it's being recorded. Yes, good guys. And I will share with you the recording later so that you can um, see again in case you got any question or anyway. Cool guys. Let's kick off. Um, I'm gonna stop sharing just to make it less formal. So my name is Samuel Minamioka. Um, Thank you very much for joining us, and I'm so glad that you guys are interested to learn that. I I will give my best, and apologies for any kind of a bumpy explanation or demonstration or presentation. So I never hosted any training. I have taught SQL before a couple of times for classes, but just in person, not in the Zoom. So, for this, I'm saying might be a little bit bumpy sometimes, and sorry about that. And this is the thing. I'm gonna ask all of you to be muted during the class. If you don't have noise around, don't worry about that. But if you have, please just mute yourself. And if you got any question, feel absolutely free to unmute and ask the question. Or if you prefer, you can hold the questions and I explain the end. And let me just quickly introduce here myself. Yeah, I have been working with SQL Server. I did a course in 2009. My first SQL course was in 2009, and since then, I would say 10 years. I have been working really with SQL Server for 10 years, and in many different roles, many different perspectives, many different projects. SQL Server is incredible. You can work with really different things, really different projects, really with different industries. And I have been working with debt collection in the debt collection industry, e-commerce, web stores, higher education. I worked in a university, marketing, sales companies. What else? And housing. Yeah, housing sector as well. And all of them, or I can say confidently, all the big companies. I mean, when I say big companies, I mean when you have some serious business and you need a system, all these systems they need SQL to store the data. So for this reason, we sold them. It's a very um, people demand a lot. SQL professionals. Um, as I said, every business will have a database, and every database will need many SQL professionals, and can be a person to administrate the SQL database, can be a person to develop the code to make the systems working, can be a person to extract the data from the database and to make analysis. If you like math and statistics, SQL is a perfect tool so that you can do that. And I will be showing more about that. We will be doing a couple of exercises here. Mostly in this course, you guys will be learning how to pull out the data from a database and manipulate that. So in a database, you have raw data, and you have to kind of polish this data and make this a proper information to the business, right? And we'll be doing a lot of exercise for that. And so initially, I started working with others programming language, so it's PHP, Python, but now I have been working mostly. I would say I am a kind of a database professional. My focus has been databases, and that's it. I have worked with IT since 2008, in 2005 as well, but 2006 and 2007 I was serving a mission in my church for 2 years, and 2008 I came back and started working again with IT. So this is my background, my professional background. I got a degree in IT, and and I have done many courses about this topic. Originally, I'm Brazilian. I'm from Brazil. I have been in the UK for 5 years since 2015, and that's it. Am I forgetting something? Well, oh, okay. Um, yeah, I'm a member of a church called the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and during this pandemic, has been crazy for most of us, or all of us, or people around us. And in my church, people have said, my church has encouraged the members to support the communities and people around us, around the globe, to do something to help them, this pandemic. And this was the idea to run this course for free. I do believe that if you are interested to work with IT, I think this is a good start. I do believe what I will teach you will be enough to have a to start working. Actually, you don't need IT degree to start working with IT. I can tell you that easily. So my background, all my degree, I studied for 4 years in university, and I tell you, I never used anything from my university in these 12 years of experience in IT. I can tell you that. What teaches you or prepares you to work with IT is courses in the books. Just that, guys. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. And so don't be, how can I say, it's don't be discouraged. It's very, SQL is very easy, and I will prove to you that it is. And that's it. And this was the goal to run this course, to help people around me, around the globe. And so you are very welcome to join us and ask me any question about that. So thank you very much, guys. Let's crack it on. I got here in the audience a person called Amici. So Amici, he is a member of my church as well, and he will be helping me in the third class. He will be um, teaching you some topics really interesting that I like. He will be talking about subqueries, temporary tables, and cardinality. He will explain what is that. Don't worry about that right now. And he will be supporting all of you alongside with me in your exercise questions. Okay. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna crack it on here. Maria, I just saw you have joined here right now. So really quick, if you installed correctly both softwares, when you click in the start menu and you type Management Studio, you should be able to see something like that, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, and then if you click on that, you will be able to see a screen like this. And then once you see that, you click in the socket, and you should see here server name field already. And then when you click in connect, you should be able to see this. If you see this, you are good to go. Okay. Cool, guys. Okay.
Are you sharing your screen?
Oh, am I not sharing? Oh, sorry. Oh, there is. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, no, I think it's good now. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Thank you very much. When you guys, feel free to interrupt me when I'm missing something. Please just give me a shout. Thank you very much. So again, Maria, really quick, if you installed everything correctly, start menu, type in Management Studio. You will see an icon.
Samuel, I don't think mine is the same as yours. I don't know if I'll be able to get in. I have downloaded the other version that you sent me, but I don't know that I can actually open it. Oh, I clicked on something, input. Oh, what did I click on?
So what have you installed or not?
I've got an SQL Server Import and Export wizard. I don't need that, right?
Yeah, but when you click here in the start menu in the Time Management Studio, can you see an
Oh,
icon?
I don't think I got that. I don't think that got downloaded in the version that I got.
Okay. One of the icons that I showed you, you know, in the screenshot, there were two softwares
Maybe I should have
downloading.
used the other one. Yeah. Okay. Don't
Yeah.
worry. You carry on, and I'll try and download the other one, and I'll. You're recording this, right? So maybe
Yes,
I can. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. That's
I'm
fine.
recording.
And yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. Okay. You
Okay,
carry on. I'll try. I'll see if I can download the other one then.
no problem. Okay, thank you. Cool, guys. Right. Let's start here, and you guys will have really, literally, just little theory, and 95% will be practical. So I will be explaining a little bit of this really quick, but you see in the third page, actually, let me see, in the fifth page or sixth page, we will be doing some hands-on already. Okay. Um, okay, let's start here. What is SQL? This is the name of the initial SQL, right? The word SQL. Structured query language. It's a programming language focused on managing relational databases developed by IBM in 1970. This is used mainly in controlling and manipulating data. Some companies develop your own SQL technologies such as Oracle, MySQL, and Microsoft. For example, SQL Server. Oh, okay, it's explained here. What is SQL Server or T-SQL, right? Microsoft created a transaction T-SQL, which I will be explaining, based in a SQL language. Microsoft had some extra commands which which the original doesn't do. What does that mean? Microsoft SQL, just the word SQL, it's a programming language. Okay, when we talk about SQL Server, it's a program that Microsoft developed in the top of SQL language. So in the above in the top of SQL language, there are many others like Oracle, MySQL, and SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server is one thing, and the SQL programming language is another thing, right? SQL Server basically use the framework or the structure of the SQL language. It's just for knowledge. It's just so that you can know what's the difference. But don't worry too much about that. It's just for curiosity. Okay, what kind of roles you can work with if you learn SQL? Guys, you can work with all of this and many others. So, but basically as a marketing analyst, I currently work in a marketing sales company, which we are responsible to make sure, you know, the product gets in the shelves in the supermarket, in the groceries, and get sold. Okay, and there are a lot of logic, or how can I say, a strategy behind that, and you know there are many products that we sell every day, chocolates, cereals, fizzy drinks, any there are, you know, you go to the grocery, you buy a lot of stuff, and then for every single product you buy there's a strategy behind that. So as a marketing analyst, this guy is the person that will analyze the data and make the strategies, and sometimes this guy use the data in the database. For example, when you sell a product, let's suppose that um, we got a product in Tesco, and the Tesco, the supermarket, tells us every day when that product gets sold. And we store that information in a database. But of course, imagine if we got like 1,000 or 10,000 products sold in a day. I receive this information from Tesco and I store in my database. My marketing analyst, he pull out the information and do some manipulation. He says, okay, how many products from the brand Coca-Cola were sold today? And this for this reason, like the marketing analyst can use that. Finance analyst, same thing, but of course, focus in the finance sector. You work in a bank, you wanna know how many people open a bank account today, or how many people transfer money or deposit money, the finance analyst can pull out this data and manipulate that as well. Insight analyst, the guy who creates the strategy, a statistician, of course, nobody more than him can work with numbers. Business intelligence developer, this is actually my current role. I work as a business intelligence developer, which is the business intelligence area is summarizing a very simplistic language. We receive data from somewhere or from many different places. For example, in my case, I receive data from Mazda, Tesco, Morrison, from Sainsbury, and I store this data in our database, and I produce reports to the business. And these reports, you have metrics, you have key indicators. And the idea of this area, business intelligence, is to make sure we work with data, we store this data, and then we generate insights through reports to the business, so that the business, the leaders, they can take decisions for the business. Okay. Data engineer, well, it's kind of I'm a data engineer as well, but basically a data engineer, he's not very focused in the report thing. He's more focused in coding, in extracting data from many different places and manipulating, transforming this data and storing a database. System developer, you know, all these developers that you system that you see, Facebook, or the system in your company, the company that work, you know, there's a system that it need to be coded, and one part of this coding must be done by a SQL developer, so you can work with that. Database administrator is the guy who administrates the database. This guy is very well paid, and believe me, to become a one, you just have to read a book. No more than that. You don't need any degree. If you do a course, it's good, of course, as a quick start. But if you read a book of SQL Server that I will be sharing with you later, you can become this guy here. And all you have to know is to understand how SQL Server works. For example, when you have a database, you have to do backup. You have to do, you have to make sure with the security, like just the people of the company can access that. So you are the guy responsible to give permission, to grant permission to these people. You do the backups.
Samuel.
Yeah.
Sorry. When you say to learn, you can read a book for that. Does the ear interfere in what you're learning, or doesn't matter the ear, the book you're reading?
Not really. Not really. It's a separate. You can because usually these books for SQL, they are very step by step, and you can learn on your own, and it doesn't interfere at all. But I wouldn't suggest you start doing during my course. I would suggest you start later. If you want to do right now, there's no problem. But I would suggest you hold off. Sorry. Yeah, and that's it. Any professional can that handles data or has to develop reports, information in general, can work with SQL Server or any SQL language like Oracle and MySQL. So as you can see, guys, just with this sample of information, it's quite huge, the field that you can work, right? And most of these guys here, as a junior, the market is paying like 30K per year, 35 as a junior, okay, sometimes 30, yeah, sometimes 25. As a mid-level, I would say a year of experience. If you have a year of experience, you can get paid like 40, 45K. And if you're a senior, 2-3 years, you can get paid like 50, 55, 60. And with 4 years of experience, 5-year experience, you can get even 70K, 75K per year. Okay. And in the end, I can explain more about that, what kind of books you can study. I can show you a pathway so that you can improve your knowledge for SQL Server. Okay, so let's go to the business. Let's get to the business. What is a database? So you see here, this guy's filing many stuff, right? And well, it doesn't look like a system, right? But it's a database. What is a database? A place where you store information, store data. And these guys, they are storing data there, right? Even a paper, but anyway, it doesn't mean that it's not a database. So these are archives here. When these guys are filing the things, it's literally a database. But in nowadays, a database, with the systems that were developed, we got all this paper here that these guys were used to file and or to store, and now we insert all of them in the database, and they put here. When something comes from a paper or not, or from a spreadsheet, whatever, uh, here is where we store, and here is where we see in the screen. Okay. So what is the format? How the data is stored in a database? Guys, exactly and literally like a spreadsheet, columns and the rows. I think this makes more comfortable for you, right? Who has never seen here a spreadsheet before, right? And this is the structure that we hold, data. This is the instance. What is an instance? This orange square is an instance, is a physical space where it's at the same time, it's a structure where we can store the databases, and we can have different databases in one instance. We can create many databases, like 1,000 databases in one instance, and you can create more than one instance in the same computer. So here we got just a really, of course, silly example. We got one instance here, and inside of this instance here, we got two databases, right? Database HR databases and the sales databases. And inside of the databases, we got the tables. So as you can see in the HR database, we got the tables employees, salary, and recruitment. What is a table? This. Okay, this is a table. So imagine this as a employee table. Imagine another table with the same structure here, columns and the rows for salary, recruitment, or product, orders, okay? When you have, okay, let me open here the Management Studio, and starts opening. No, I'm fine. I'm fine, Amici. It's all good.
Yeah. Can I speak? Is
Yeah,
it okay?
sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I keep hearing this, like, there's a beep. It's been going on, and I'm thinking, is it my computer? Or are you hearing it as well?
No, I'm not. I'm not hearing. Is
Are
everything quiet
you?
here?
Yeah. Is it all right if I restart my computer
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
and then just just join the class as normal?
Yeah, no problem. I'm pretty sure what I will explain here, you are pretty familiar already, because I'm just
Yeah.
opening tables, and don't worry.
All right. And also, the link you sent to me, is it possible you can send it again?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
somehow I can't seem to find it. Like,
Mm.
like the workbook and stuff like that.
No problem. No problem.
All right, then, thank you.
No worries. So, okay, let me show what is a database here in the SQL Server. And okay, this is a database web store. And inside of the database, we got tables. And let me open one table here. Let's see, one products. You see here, we got the product Nike, Tree Fusion, Nike Dart, whatever, the price of it, it belongs to a category, to a brand, to a size, to what are these IDs? What does that mean? So if we go to cat ID, there is a table called categories, and if we open that, there is, what does that mean? Nike of category ID 1 means it's a running shoes. Okay? Literally like a spreadsheet, guys. No much more than that. And that's it. This is the main structure of SQL Server. The instance, database, and the tables. This is the hierarchy, okay? Does anyone have a question about this?
Okay, so far.
Okay, good. Perfect. Thank you very much. What is a data type? Data type, we got a couple of data types inside SQL Server, but I will be showing you the most popular in this course. We'll be using just these guys here. The other data types, they're for advanced stuff, which you don't need to get worried about. Okay, the integer is literally like that: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no floating, or it's very straightforward, right? Every number from 0 to, I don't know, 1 million, it will be an integer, okay? And usually the integers, they are used for the IDs, as you can see here, right? It's no floating number. And the decimal and the numeric, we use as a, we can use floating, we can use negative numbers, or integer can be negative. Okay. But for negative or floating numbers, we go for decimal or numeric, as this example here. Okay, product price. We got a decimal number or numeric number. Date, I don't need to explain more than that. Right? Date time is the date with the time. You will be understanding the exercise, why we use date time sometimes, or date. And the char and the varchar is for normal strings. So if you wanna write a word like here, Patrick kicking, or Patrick in rugby boots, it's a varchar or a char data type. A number can be as well a varchar, because in varchar you can type anything. You can type like symbols, anything, as long as it's inside of brackets. Not brackets, sorry, quotes. You can consider this as a string. Okay, and then this SQL Server Management Studio is where we are working. That's it. No more than that. It's where we control or manipulate or work with the data. That's it. This is Management Studio. Okay, Management Studio is one thing. SQL Server Database, it's another thing. Is this, right? All this system which supports this database here is the SQL Server. Management Studio works together with SQL Server, but it's just an interface. Okay, just a little bit more of theory. I think it's the last page. Yes, just the last page of theory for today. Types of commands. You don't need to get worried about memorizing this, but if you really will get into SQL Server, it's good to know. It's good to know. You might be asked this in interviews, but for now, guys, if you don't memorize, for now, it's, don't worry. So DDL, we got these 4 types of commands: DDL, DML, DCL, TCL. Really quick, data definition language statements are used to define the database structure or schema. Well, actually, I was thinking here, maybe after the class of today and tomorrow, we talk about this, because after the exercise and when I introduce to you, will be much clearer, you guys to understand that. So, okay, let's skip this. Don't worry. Sorry, when I developed this workbook 5 years ago, I was still learning how to do that, how to teach and share the thing. So, okay, okay, guys, let's hands-on. Let's do some hands-on, and we will create two tables. These two tables here, and we will insert some data. Okay. I won't need. I won't ask you. I will not ask you to insert all this data. I will give you the script to do the rest. Otherwise, you will be typing for the whole night or coding for the whole night to insert this whole data here. But the first two or three, I think the first two, we will do manually so that you can understand how we create a table and it populates the table. Okay. So, okay, let's kick off. Okay. I will ask you to open your management studio. So I will wait for 1 minute and I will start speaking. If you get stuck, just unmute and let me know, please. Take your time.
Would you mind letting me know how you got to that bit there? What did you press? Did you press databases or execute new query?
Oh yeah, perfect. So let me do together. So it's because this is a script that I created already. What you will do, you will come here, connect, and then you click here in new query. Okay. Click here in new query, and you will see this workspace here. Okay, here we will be coding whatever, and that's it. So I guess most of you guys have managed, right, to open this screen here. Let me just clarify one thing. This white space here that you are seeing, anything that you type here, it's literally like a notepad. It's literally like that. Literally. What does that mean? So if you close that, and if you don't save that, you will lose the code. Okay. So I just have lost my code here because I closed the window. Right. Yeah, so this is my code. I closed it here and I didn't save. So I lost the code. But once I write some code here and I execute, it will be stored here in the databases. And it doesn't matter if you close the window and don't save that, this database that I just created will be stored here. I will show to you right now. Okay, so it might sound a little bit confusing, but you understand. So first thing, guys, click here in your query, open a white window like that. And here, oh, another thing, click here and choose the master if it's not master. I think most of you will be master.
Yep.
Okay. I explain a second what is that, but let's create a database really quick here. So type this command here, create database that collection. Once you have done this, you have two ways, or actually 3 ways to execute that. You can click here, execute. Okay.
Can I just ask?
Yep.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Do you need to? Do you need to have the lowercase and uppercase? Is that important?
No, really, not really. Good question, Phil. Thanks so much.
Do you need the spaces as well?
The spaces, yes. Yeah, exactly. Well, everything that I show here, you have to write exactly how it is. You can't miss a comma or anything like that. But in terms of sensitive case, there is no problem. Can be everything uppercase or lowercase.
Okay.
Thank you for the question. So, okay, once you have typed this, we will execute. And I will show you, we got 3 ways. You can click here, execute. If you mouse over, you will see it shows a F5, which means if you press F5, of course, you have to select the command. And then if you click here or type F5, we will execute. My favorite way to execute is Alt plus X. But if it's too advanced to you, just click F5 and you will execute. So do that. Click F5 over, highlight the command. Click F5 and you should be able to see this commands completed successfully. If someone got some problem with that, let me know, please. No? Okay.
I had
good.
a problem here.
Okay, what was the problem?
Database debt collection does not exist. I typed create database debt collection and then use debt collection, but
Have you chosen master, the master here?
yes.
So did you make sure you wrote exactly this, create database that collection?
You got the underscore as well between debt and collection.
Yes, the underscore as well.
That's what I missed out.
Let me see. Yeah, it's the same, but
Let me just see here really quick. It's good because, if you guys got some issue, it's good if we share because, someone else can get stuck, or you can get stuck this in the future as well. So,
would you like me to share my screen?
Yes, please.
You disabled share
Yeah, let me
screen.
see here. How can I do that? Hello? Oh no, sorry.
Okay.
So when you click in share screen, does it say something like?
Yeah, you asked me to share my screen, but I clicked yes, but nothing seemed to happen.
Sorry, just a second, guys. Please, a little bit of patience. I know there's a function here which I allow people to share their screen, but I'm just searching for that right now. I'm gonna pause mine. So try to share yours, Fabrizio.
Okay. Where is the option? On there.
Yeah, in the bar, in the
You
bottom.
the host disabled participant.
Okay, yeah, exactly. This is the
Screenshot.
function that I was looking for. 1 second. Share screen, interface screen, maximize, collect to feed, enable to remote control the applicants, sample size, general, ask, start zoom, when closed, enter full, show my connect, remind. But yeah, okay. Later I can look for this function, but just understand, Fabrizio, when you highlight create database data collection and you type F5, does it say the database doesn't exist? What is the actual
It says
message?
message 99911 in the line 2. Database
Copy and
collection.
paste. Copy and paste to
Okay.
me in the chat.
Where's the chat? Here. It's there. And this is, I will copy and paste the code also.
Yeah, let me see the code.
The code was
No. Wait, you are selecting the use that collection. Not just select create database that collection. Don't select the use that collection. Because yeah, you are selecting the second one here as well. So just select the first one, create database that collection. And then type F5.
5. Oh, just the first.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. That was a good question because it's good that I explained this for you guys. It's really important when you intend to execute a command. It's really important. You just select that command. Don't select like this too, or even worse, if I type F5 or if I click execute without selecting anything, this whole script will be executed, and you don't want to do that. Okay, if you do that, you do a mess. So it's very crucial. Just select the command you want to execute. Okay. So
Okay,
that was really good. That was really good because now we make this make everyone aware of that. Okay, guys, hopefully you created a database. Okay, let's see the outcome of that. Go to the database folder in the left panel and click here in refresh. So you might be able to see a new database there, that collection database. If you don't see that, something went wrong and you let me know, okay? So let's talk about the second command. Use that collection. It means I'm gonna assign the database that I've just created and the work with that because currently my current database, I'm assigned to the master database, and you never do anything, you never create anything in the master database unless when you create a new database. But every code that we create here in the future, make sure you don't create in the master database. The master database, the name already says, is the master. It's a database, it's a system database. So if we open here, if we expand this folder, the system database, the system has internally 4 databases, the master module, MSDB, and the tempdb. Don't worry what they do. This one we will be discussing in the future, the tempdb. Everything that we create temporarily in SQL Server will be stored here. But don't worry what they do, okay? The only thing is the master database, don't create the things there. Only a new database as we have done here, the database, that collection, okay? So currently I'm assigned to this one. How do I know that? Here. But I want to work inside of the debt collection database that I created. We have two ways to do that. Or we just highlight this command. We type here, use that collection. Feel free to type that, guys. You can type that in your screen. And we hit F5. Command completed successfully.
Samuel, where do we type use debt collection, please?
You can type anywhere in your workspace.
Okay.
So yeah, like this, that's it. And you just highlight that and press F5. So initially all of you guys are in
Yeah,
the master.
the problem was that I didn't highlight it.
Exactly. And when you were trying to assign, the database was not created already. So you couldn't use that, right? So we created here the data collection database. I want to work inside of that. I have two ways to do that. So I can come here and choose my new database, that collection. When you guys see that, you know that you are inside of this database and not inside of the master database, okay? So, and inside of this database, we can start creating our things. We can start creating our table here, okay? We will create the table debtor and the table account inside of the debt collection database, not inside of the master database, okay? So this is the first way. You can choose here. You can choose here which database you're going to work with, or you can just type use debt collection and press F5 and it's there. Okay, so it was mastered before, but when I execute here, look at the change here, that collection. Good, cool. So now we got this database and we are sent to the debt collection. But, oh, I created the database with the wrong name. When you guys are creating a database at the beginning, you are doing some tests, please feel free to do as much as you want. You can use this command here, drop the database. But please promise me, when you start working a company and you are not the DBA, you are not doing any test, please never execute drop database that collection. Otherwise, you know the rest. I don't need to tell you the rest, right? So you will be dropping all the information, all the data, all the database, and probably your manager will kill you. Cool. But as we are doing some tests, we can do that, okay? So let's type this, drop database, and drop database that collection, and let's execute. Boom.
Hey, Samuel, I have a question.
Yep.
So I installed my SQL in my computer. The coding is the same?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
All
Because
right.
I'm studying IT and I'm studying my SQL as well. So
MySQL or Oracle, they have similar syntax, but there are particular differences that you will have to learn, but it won't be a big issue, I promise you. Okay, once you learn SQL Server, you will be able to learn Oracle or MySQL. Don't worry about that. Good. Well, I probably you guys got the same error, right? You cannot drop database that collection because it's currently in use. That's a good thing. If you want a good tip to be a successful SQL Server programmer or analyst or whatever, engineer, this is my gold tip, guys. Always try to understand the error. This will answer many questions that sometimes you will get panicked, like, oh man, what? Oh, it crashed. I got an error. What should I do now? But actually, if you start to think, the error message, I mean, I won't say that all the error messages will be very suitable or accurate. Sometimes you got generic error message, which is not very helpful. Most of them, I promise you, they will be very helpful. So let's understand the error here. This is a good exercise, okay? It looks like a really silly thing, but I promise you, in nowadays, I mean, even today, I use a lot the error message to understand the problems, and I solve them because of the error message. Okay, so
Samuel,
yeah.
before you go on,
Yeah.
I've been trying to actually do the assign the database.
Mm-hmm.
I've created the database.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to put rather than master, put it into debt collection. Not a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've not been able to type anywhere else on that upper on the top.
Oh, when you click here, what is the debt collection not showing up for you?
It's showing up, yes, but the white screen where you've got create a database, assign the database, I don't get any of that.
Okay, so let's redo. If it's not showing here, it's because you didn't create. So
No,
choose the master.
Where your arrow is, where your mouse is. Oh well, actually, you've moved it. So where your mouse is now, I get debt collection in there. Not a problem.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
move your mouse to the white screen,
Yes.
I'm not getting anything in there. Like this field that you're typing in, it stays at the top. It doesn't move.
But here, actually, you don't expect to see anything here because here is your workplace. You will type here. You will actually. Sorry. Yeah, it's a good question, and maybe I should, maybe not. Definitely should have explained that. You guys are seeing this because I already typed this in the past, but
Right.
you are supposed to copy that. So what does that mean? You type yourself. You see?
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, sorry guys. It's good, guys. I'm learning with you. How can I sort this little or answer these little things? Because of course, you see my screen here. You are seeing some coding. You might expect to see this code automatically in our screen as well, but it won't happen because this is my script. When you click the new query, you just got a white space like that, right? So
Yeah.
here, my proposal is you got everything that you see, everything that you guys see here, you will type in your white workspace. Oops. Oh, 1 second.
Except for the comments, right?
You can type the comments. You can type the comments. Which, by the way, it's really good stuff to do. Do comments. I will explain in a second what is a comment. So you guys are seeing this, please copy, type that in your white workspace. Oh, it's weird here. It's showing kind of there's a frozen thing on mine. Okay, I don't need that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, we created a database, we assigned it to us, and then now we are trying to drop. But when we execute that, we got this error. Cannot drop database, that collection, because it's already currently in use. Who can guess what's going on here? Who can tell me?
Well, we're currently in the database, aren't we? So it can't delete it if we're actively in it. If we come out of it, will it delete itself then?
Perfect. Exactly. Is you are trying to kill yourself, but the system doesn't allow you to do that. So
Yeah.
you can't stop yourself, basically.
Yeah.
So basically, what should we do then? We go to the master. We go to the big one, and then from the master, we can drop the debt collection. Because just for you to understand, guys, when you create every single object or table, anything inside of the database, it's saved or stored in the master. So for this reason, in the master, I can come in the master. When we create a new database, we go to the master. When we drop a database, we go to the master as well. So now, if we highlight the drop database and try to execute that, whoa, here it is. So we were seeing this, right? Oh, Sam, it's still there. Yeah, it's still there because this is the last picture when we refresh. If we refresh again, oh, sorry, we have to refresh in the main folder. To refresh there, we can no longer see the debt collection database. So we just dropped successfully. Okay, but we will work in this database. Let's create that again. So highlight the create database and hit F5. Okay, right. SQL is much more fun than what I have explained here, guys. This is just so you can understand, where it's stored, how you create a database, and that's it. But let's do the most interesting things, which is creating some objects. Okay, make sure you create it. Make sure you are assigned, and you can see the debt collection here. So let's create a table. We have to create a debtor table. Okay, so we will create this table. You will type exactly what you see here in your workspace. But let me just explain quickly what does that mean. Don't get scared with that. I promise you, you will memorize this soon, like, this structure. But don't get scared. It's just a matter of memorizing. But after my explanation, things will be clearer for you. So here, the common create table. Of course, we are assigning. Not assigning. Sorry, we are going to create a database. So, and this is the common. We type create table, and here you can put anything that you want, as a table name. Okay, anything. But I don't want a table called anything that you want, right? I want a table called debtor. This is our goal. Okay, so here you can put anything. And please copy exactly this. The more that you can do whatever you want, copy exactly how you see, because the exercise in the future will rely on this word here, debtor. Okay. Here are the columns. So remember the data type that I showed you a few minutes ago. Int, which means integer, varchar, which is a string. You can put anything that you want, like letters, numbers, symbols, date, varchar again, and the char. Char, usually it's used when you know the size of the column. For example, gender, you got female and male. But in this case here, I think I put a man and a woman. Sorry about that. I know that it's just one word. Oh, sorry, one letter. I can assign one. And the char, the difference between char and varchar, if I put it here varchar or char, it doesn't matter. Both will be accepted. But in terms of to save space in the hard disk, char, it's recommended, right? You don't need to get too worried about that right now, but just do it. And in the future, when you read more about that varchar and char, you will know very well the difference. But it's just a matter of saving space. The char is recommended when you know the size of the column. When you don't know the size, I mean, for example, place of birth can be London, can be Dublin, can be Tokyo. There is no right size, or I mean predetermined size. So you just put 100 letters or characters, and that's it. these are the columns, every all of them, each one of them are the columns, and here are the data types. So you guys will type this exactly how you see. Make sure there is a comma in the end, except in the last one, okay? And the brackets, and then you highlight all the common, just that, and you type F5. So you should be able to see this. Okay, let's
Sorry,
see.
what do you type? What do you type?
Everything that you see here, create, table.
No. You underline everything and then you said type something.
Oh,
you
no, I
underline.
said highlight. Oh,
Yeah,
type
yeah,
F5.
F5, thank you.
F5, I like this. You see, execute F5
Oh,
or press the button here. Okay.
Thank you.
So if I try to execute that again, what does the error say? There is already an object named debtor in the database. Of course, I can't create two objects with the same name. But where did you create that, Sam? Oh, by the way, guys, you don't need to call me Samuel. You can call me Sam. All right, feel free. So let me refresh that collection database there, and the table debtor. I just created a table here. Look it. So if I want to see the structure of the table, I right-click, select top 1,000 rows. Oh, there he is. Okay, let me bring this to the other page. So select, execute it here. Oh, there he is. You see, guys, this is the structure of the table. That ID underscore ID here, that name here, and so on, so on, so on, so on. Got it? So type that, guys. Type this and then hit F5 or execute. Great. If you got stuck, let me know. Just let me know. Make sure you can see the table there. You can see the table in two ways. You can refresh here, open the database, tables, and see the table there, or you can type exactly this command here. Right. You don't need that collection because you are already inside of the database. So if you type select star from debtor and hit F5, you can see the table in a way. Okay, I guess all of you were successful with that. Okay, good. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's save this script that you guys are typing, okay, so that you can open that in the future. You can press Ctrl plus S, or you can come here and save as, and saving somewhere. You can, I suggest that you go to the desktop, create a new folder like SQL course, whatever, and type class 1 and save it. So just to reinforce what I explained in the beginning, whatever you write here, it's not stored here in the database, but if you execute, it is. Okay, what are you saying, Sam? So I'm gonna delete this comment that you guys just typed. I deleted. okay? But if I go to the table, it's still there. Why? Because when you executed that, it registered inside of the database. It doesn't matter the script, this workspace here, it doesn't matter. You are going to save this workspace here for future reference, okay? For you to be able to look your own code, but it doesn't matter. If you delete that, if you know, it doesn't matter. Once you already register in the database, the command, when I say register, you actually execute it. So it's already there, okay? And that's it. Okay, guys, remember the drop database? We got the same thing for the drop table. Let's execute that. Type that drop table data and hit F5. Yeah, I'm sorry. The simple command sounds a little bit boring, but I promise you, when we get into the manipulation of data, guys, it's so exciting, and you won't be bored. I promise you. Okay, hopefully you dropped that. If we refresh here the database, so for now I can see the table. I still can see the table here, but actually it's no longer there. If I refresh here, I no longer can see the table. The table is no longer there. Okay. I just wanted to show that the command, you can drop the table. If you are not happy with the table, you just drop that. And please promise me as well, if you are in a new company, you are not the administrator, you are not developing, you are in the production environment, please don't drop any table, okay? So remember the code that you just typed. I mean, this code here, just execute that again to recreate the table. So I'm gonna refresh here and the table's there again. Okay, cool. We're doing very good, guys. Very good. I can't see you are not getting stuck for every single comment. Well done.
Well, I must agree to disagree because unfortunately I've been able to create the debt collection database, but I have not been able to do the use database or anything else afterwards. I'm watching, and I'll have to watch the recording if I may.
Just understand one thing. Sorry for interrupting, but well, I understand you can't see this. Can you?
I can, yes.
Okay. So that's fine. You are good because you are inside of the database already, which is great. So you have done correctly. Okay. The second step is to create this table here. Have you managed to type this?
No, I've literally seen my mistake and I put use database debt underscore collection.
Oh, yes, yes. Be careful. Be careful. Yes, exactly.
Which is wonderful.
Let me copy this command and send you to all of you in the chat.
Could you let me know how to create a table? Is it in the same field, create table?
Yeah, let me send you the code first. I'm gonna send in the chat. You will copy that, paste in your workspace, and then you will execute that.
Okay.
Okay, just a second. Let me see. Where is the chat? Oh, there it is. Okay. Everyone. So as you can see, guys, I'm just pasting here in the chat for you. Copy that command. Paste like I'm gonna show here, like this, paste. Okay, and then you select and execute it.
Okay, I'm at the create table part, Sam, and that's where I'm stuck at the moment. I get the create table in blue. I've used a capital delta. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, the capital there's no doesn't make any difference, to be fair. So when you highlight that and you hit execute,
Yeah.
what does it have? You know what happens?
It says incorrect syntax near debtor.
Did you copy exactly how I paste there in the chat?
Well, as I say, I've literally got to use debt collection. I'm now trying to do create table debtor. And when I highlighted create table debtor
Mm-hmm.
and press execute, I got incorrect syntax near
Yeah,
debtor.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, so did you see that I pasted my code in the chat? There is a chat in the Zoom here.
How do you get to the chat?
Okay, so probably in the bottom, you will see a bar like the one that you are seeing here. Okay, if you're clicking more, there is chat.
Okay, okay, I see.
Okay, so are you following me, Nigel?
Yes, I'm just about to do that.
Yep. Okay.
I had a problem. I confounded like the parentheses with like keys. I don't know how to say that in English.
The brackets. This
The
is the bracket.
brackets. Yeah. I confounded it with bracket.
Okay, yeah, it's the rounded bracket. Yeah, make sure you guys, all of you, copy exactly how you see here, or you go to the chat as I'm showing here right now. You go to the Zoom bar. This is the Zoom bar, or chat, and then you will see that I pasted my code there. Copy that, paste it here, or anywhere. Sorry, it can be here. See?
Yep.
Okay, so the code that you just pasted there, highlight that and F5.
Yep.
Did it work?
Yep.
Good. Good boy. That's it, man. Thank you. Perfect. This is what I wanted. Sounds great, guys. Sounds great. So save your script, Control S. Just Control S to save, save again. That's good, all done. By the way, guys, you see the green one. This is the comment. When you put a comment, it doesn't matter if when you are highlighting a code like this, I want to create a table. If I highlight the comment and execute together, there's no problem. The comments are ignored by the compilator, right? The SQL Server can't see the comments in the execution. It doesn't execute that. So if I don't put the slash bar star and star slash bar are the comments that you can you activate. Sorry, just a second. I think my headphone is connected. Okay. Just a second. My headphone's connected. Sometimes I don't know. This gets connected. 1 second. Perfect. You're back. This is the way that you comment. You put a slash bar star and in the end as well. Or you can do hyphen hyphen. See? So comments is a very best practice for developers, so that you can leave there as a reference for the future. Because whenever I work in a company, you know, other developers, they will see your code, and when you leave the things commented, it will help them to understand it. They will read that and say, oh, okay, of course, I know that the code explains itself, but this is a very simple code, guys. When you are in an advanced level, sometimes you write 1,000-line code. Sorry, 1,000 lines code, and that might be confusing. And so that you can help others, or even sometimes yourself, because there will be many, you will create many tables, you will be creating many other objects, so it's good to comment, right? So you can put it here, hyphen, table creation, blah, 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 or exactly this, /bar, oh sorry, /star, /n. If you don't put there, and you just type without anything, and I choose and I highlight the command with the comment without the hyphen, what will happen? The SQL Server, the compilator will not ignore this. The compilator will try to execute this as a command. And when I try to execute this as a command, incorrect syntax. Okay, so just so you know. Okay, good guys, we are ready to go and create the next table. Well, this command, you can select your table that you just created. Okay. And as you can see, there's a little comment here, Alt plus F1. If we highlight the table name and we press this Alt plus F1, let's do it, we will see the structure of the table that we have just created. So let's go to the table comment. So I create a column called dat_id integer. Let me see here in the structure, dat_id integer. That's good. I created a column called dat_name. Sorry, deb_name varchar 50. This 50 means the size of the column. So that deb_name varchar length 50. Okay, that's it, guys. It's just for curiosity. I want to see the structure. Well, when I do this, I can see the table with the actual data. Well, of course, we don't have data right now, but when you have data, you will see the data here. But I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the table. I want to see the structure of the table. You select that, highlight that, Alt F1, and you will see everything inside of the table. Okay, just for curiosity. So we dropped the table already. You don't need to do that again. Now I wanna change the structure of the table that I created. Okay, because this is the thing. Once you create a table like this, you can't come here. You cannot come here and add another column, extra column, varchar, and try to add that. It will give an error. There is already an object named debtor in the database. So Sam, how can I do now? How can I append? How can I add a new column? What you will do, you will use this command here, alter table debtor. Okay, and you will add a new column. This is the command to alter the table. This is the command to add a new column. This is the column name. So in this case, you don't have this column here, the that debit. No, sorry, that we don't have that. So we created until the deb_email. I'm adding an extra column here. So type this.
Sam,
Again. Yes.
could you please just repeat can you see the structure from this table? So we are marking the table name. And
Yes, you highlight here, and then you press Alt plus F1.
Alt F1. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
Sam, can you scroll a little bit further up, please, on your... Just a bit more, sorry. Okay, thank you.
So alter table. Again, guys, let me just reinforce here. Don't freak out if you don't memorize these commands right now. Don't freak out, okay? It will come by the time, I mean, just relax, just type this, understand what it does. The most important thing is understand what it does. After that, you start thinking, memorizing this command, okay? But don't get scared, don't freak out, oh man, create table, alter table, drop database, please. It comes naturally, I promise you. Once I was where you are right now, and now I know these commands. It comes with by time. So once you type this, hit F5, okay, and you will hopefully see this message: comments completed successfully. So let's see the table. You can type this, select star from debtor, F5, and hopefully you will be able to see the column that you just added into the table. Or Alt F5, tab underscore that column. And as you can see here, decimal 10-2, precision 10, scale 2. What does that mean? It's when I want to see a number like this. This is the maximum that you can insert there, actually. Ten plus 2. 10, 2. If I put here 16, I will be able to add extra 6 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I put 3 here after the comma, I can add more. 3. Okay. This is just the format of the numeric inside of the brackets for decimal. Okay, guys, I understood that. I have understood that you guys were successfully in adding the column. Great.
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
I've just got to the point where I've seen all of the 1 to 7 as you've shown us. I'm now going to type in alter table debtor job column. So bear with, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's right. Well, I can copy here. Let me copy here and paste in the chat again. And feel free to copy from there and paste in your. Yeah, don't worry if you get stuck with the syntax, right? When you get stuck, the command is not going, you just raise your hand. I copy my code and paste for you. You copy that, paste in our workspace, and you execute like as we did for the create table. Don't worry about that. And afterwards, after the class, like tomorrow, when you have a time, review that, review the command, how it works, try to memorize the syntax, but don't freak out if it's not going. Don't feel frustrated. Don't get frustrated. Don't get discouraged because it happens. In the beginning of my learning with SQL, for many times I got stuck in many silly things, like I forgot to add a comma in the syntax. I forgot a little letter or number, and I was there like, oh man, it's good. No, I'm not managed to do that, but it's just, comes with time, and feel free to raise your hand. Don't be shy, or don't feel embarrassed for asking. So
That worked.
no problem. I pasted there in the chat. Let me know if you managed to copy that.
Yep.
Okay, paste in our workspace and execute that.
Yep. Done.
Yeah, good, perfect. There it is. Cool. Okay, now guys, remember the drop database, drop table. Yes, we can drop the columns as well. So type this alter table data drop column that. So we will drop what we have just created. So we can see the column there. We created a that underscore that, but we are bad guys. We are going to drop this column here. I don't like this column. So and then after typing that alter table data drop column, you hit F5, check, select start from data. You will no longer see the column there. Okay.
Sorry for asking this, Sam, but why do we drop the column after creating it?
Because I just wanted to show you that there's this command exists in case you need it in the future.
Okay.
But of course, yeah, in a how can I say, in a real situation, it doesn't make any sense. But it's just, I'm just introducing to you that you can drop that. Okay, guys, let's populate our table. But let me know if you guys got stuck here and dropping the column. Okay. If you are, don't worry, I help you. Okay, now we are going to insert our first record into our data table. Okay, so please, guys, type this exactly how you see. But let me just first, let me just explain here what means all this information. So insert into it, self-explaining. So we are inserting into the data table the following values. One, which is the that underscore ID one. Lionel Messi will be the name of the debtor. I doubt this guy is the debtor, but it's a illustrative thing. The birth of date, the birth of date must be in this format, okay? Or with all the hyphens as well. It works as well. But you can't insert like 15 of May 2020. SQL Server doesn't accept that. You can set up to accept, but let's not go into this. So this is the birth of date, which will come to this column. Here's the birth location, which will come to this column, place birth. The gender, man, I should have put there male and female, but I realized it's male and M of man and a W women. Sorry. And then the email will be come to this column. So just type this, execute this, and we will see an error, and I want to explain why. But type exactly how you see here.
Hey Sam, is it possible to do a copy and paste again?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. No problem at all. Okay, click some.
Samuel, probably the size of the emails field.
Exactly. Very well. Very well. Well seen. Exactly. This is the problem, and we will fix that. But let me just copy here the comment for
Você não vai ter problema, que a gente já criou.
So it's in the chat. You can copy and paste. I encourage you type it up manually so that you can memorize. It's a way to help you to memorize the commands. But of course, you can do that later. You don't need to do right now. But in the future, try to do some practicing by typing manually and going on. So you copy and paste that. You go for those of which already executed. You probably know for sure you got this error. So string or binary data would be truncated. When you see this word, guys, truncated, some information you are trying to insert into probably is bigger than the size of the column. Well, let's check the structure of the table better. Alt F1 again. And let's see, what is the length of the email column? Who can tell me?
5.
5. Do we have 5 only here? Only 5 characters? No. We got more than that, right? So you will never be able to insert it into the table because it's bigger. How can we fix that? Remember the alter table? Well, first thing is you can adapt your string where you're trying to insert to, or you can change the structure of the table. So I have noticed that 5 is not enough. What will I do is I will alter the table again. Alter table data. I'm going to alter the structure of the table data, and I'm going to alter the column. So feel free, guys, to copy that. And then I am going to change this column, that email. The data type will be the same. Oh, actually, it was char before, but now I'm going to change to varchar. No problem. But rather 5, I chose 50. So let's execute that. I'm going to copy that and paste in the chat as well. In the chat. Oh, sorry, I did a mess. I pasted twice. Just copy the alter table there, alter column, paste there, and execute that. So let's try to insert the messy record again. Same thing. Okay, we'll highlight that and execute. Whoa, 1 row affected. When you see that, it means it was successful. Let's see the table. Select start from data. Voila. Okay.
Yep.
Good. This second one, I'm gonna copy and paste as well. It's Neymar. When I chose the name Neymar 5 years ago, he was a good guy, but nowadays I'm sorry for that.
Sam, can I ask, it says column name or number of supplied values does not match table definition when I try and put Lionel Messi in.
Sorry, say the error again.
It says column name or number of supplied values does not match table definition.
That's a good error. Can you please copy copy and paste the error in the chat, because I want to share this with others, because I'm pretty sure, guys, you will see this error in the future, and it's good we talk about.
I have the same error.
That's good.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Probably Matt is right. Probably your comment is right, Matt. Yeah, okay. Please, everyone, have a look on that. Column name or number of supply values doesn't match table definition. What does that mean? Probably you are trying to insert more columns than the actual number of columns in the table. What does that mean? So let me select here. So we got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns, and probably, and here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Matt, he did a comment, Peter. I think he's right. I think you didn't drop the column that, because if you didn't, you have 7 columns in your current structure, and you are trying to insert 6 columns only. And for this one, doesn't match the number of columns you're trying to insert with the number of columns in the structure of the table. Just double check that.
Okay, so I'm doing the alter table data drop column dev det. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
No problem. And then do a select and make sure the dev underscore det column is no longer there. In this meantime, guys, I am gonna copy here the nameR value.
Yes, please.
And paste and execute that as well. Insert that as well into your table. Let me know the outcome, Peter.
Yeah, so now it says 1 row affected, and that's a good thing, right?
Yes, good thing.
Okay.
Well done.
Great, thank you.
No problem. So now copy for you, Peter. Copy the nameR record in the chat. Paste and execute that as well, and insert that as well. So like I'm doing here right now, I'm highlighting just the nameR record and inserting that. So you got, and when you insert it to records, do a select, like I'm doing here, highlight the select, execute, you will be able to see the 2 records. Okay, so let me explain a good thing here, very interesting thing, important thing actually. So what happened if I try to insert nameR again, right? I'm gonna try to do that. For the second time, I'm gonna try to insert nameR. Oh, violation of primary key constraint. What is that? Cannot insert duplicate key in the object data. What does that mean? When we created the data table, you probably saw the word primary key. What does that mean? This column here will not accept duplicate records, or sorry, duplicate values. We assigned the ID 1 to Messi, Lionel Messi, and the ID 2 to Neymar. Okay, so and this column here is the ID. The ID So this column here, oh sorry, the first column here, which is the DAT ID, has a primary key. If you scroll down in the structure of the table, you will see primary key, and you see the column which has the primary key. So this column here, the deb_id, will not accept duplicate values. So I'm trying to insert Neymar again with the ID 2. It will not accept. But if I change it to 3, it will accept. We got a duplicate record, but actually the entire record is not duplicated because the ID is different. Do you guys understand that the function of the primary key is to avoid duplicate value in one column? Okay. So type in this command here, truncate table data, and then hit F5. After you execute that, try to do a select in the data table. The records were gone. Okay. This truncate table does that. It clears the table. The table it's not dropped. The table is not dropped, but the records are removed and deleted. Okay. Very dangerous command as well when you work in a company. And for many reasons in the future, you can truncate tables for other situations. Sometimes you don't need a static table. You just need to populate some data there temporarily, and for every day you do that. And for some reason, you have to truncate and load, truncate and load, truncate and load. So I won't get into details about that, but trust me, in the future you will need that. Okay, guys. So now I will not punish you by asking you to type and inserting all these records. So I'm gonna copy them, paste in the chat. You copy them, select all of them like I'm doing here right now, and type F5 at once. And you will insert many. Okay. Oh, actually,
1, 2 as well, because we've just erased them.
what? Sorry.
You highlighted 3 to 13. Oh, there we go.
Oh yes, yes, that's true. Well observed. Thank you. So, okay, let me copy that and paste in the chat. Let me do some points here to clear out the view because will be a little bit messy. The window is a little tight, but try to. Oh, if you expand it like that, yeah, good. If you expand the chat, you can see the whole thing. Copy. Oh, I think it's missing something. Oh, it's missing. It seems there is a limit. So copy. So have a look at my screen. Copy until the Ellen page, right? And I will send you the rest because I didn't know that, but the chat here, there's a limit of characters. So ignore the 10, and I'm gonna send the 10 from the ID 10 onwards. There it is. Copy this, first 9, and then from the 10 onwards, paste in your workspace and execute that. Then select the data table and see the records there. So if you are seeing exactly what I'm seeing here, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna move on. You know, everything that I'm showing here today, I would recommend that you redo everything. You know, since from the top, like drop the database, create again, assign it to you, and create a table. You know, and to do every step that we have done here. Hopefully, you know, save. Make sure you save like Control S. Make sure you save what you're doing, and try to do the things typing manually. Except this, the insert here, right? The insert's too much, but the tables, try to recreate that. I'm gonna share with you my script here in case you struggling somewhere. You can use my script, okay? But make sure to redo all these so that you can memorize the commands. So we are going to create a second table, but I will not ask you to type that. I'm gonna copy that as well. Share with you in the chat. Copy that, paste it, execute. Do a select over the table account.
Come on, type technique and see what it is.
So okay, I'm gonna copy another command. We are going to insert another record into the account table. Copy that, and then try to execute. When execute, you will get an error. Hopefully, yes, you will, and I will explain why. Okay, can I insert the value no into the column, blah, 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 table, account, table in the database that collection, account. Column doesn't allow no's, insert fails. Okay, very self-explaining error. How does that work? When we created this table here, well, let's see, the column ACC underscore client underscore name doesn't allow no's. Let's chase this column there. ACC client name, ACC client name. So after the data type, you can assign or set the not know command, which means when you insert a record, and when I try to insert a value in that column, this column here represents the client name column. So it's no, it will not accept. Okay, but now the following record, as you can see, there is a HMRC. Oh, it's another error as well. Really interesting. Okay. Okay, let me explain this error as well. So the first one is, you kind of insert no. The second one, let's understand. The insert statement conflicted with foreign key constraint, FK account, and blah, 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 blah. Conflict error database. And we'll explain where's the error. The database that collection, table data, column that ID, or that underscore ID. Oh, but we are talking about the account table. Why are you pointing me to the debtor table, the previous table? What's going on here? Okay, let's understand. This account table, listen, it's very important to understand the following. We got two tables, debtor and account. Every debtor has an account. Do you agree? So we have to kind of tie them. We have to, you know, as the account belongs to a debtor, we have to tie them. How do we do that? We create a thing called the constraint. And this constraint will make sure we will tie both tables. And how do we do that? In the table account, I created the deb underscore ID column. So, you know, this is the same column name that we had in the column in the table debtor. Let's see that. So debtor, I got the deb underscore ID. This is the debtor table. But in the account table, I am creating the same column. Actually, the name here can be anything. Can be debtor ID. Don't need to be exactly the same. Don't need to be exactly the same name of the debtor column. But I just put that to make easier the reference. As you can see here, after the data type, we got another comment called references. And now this is the debtor table name. See? Debtor. And here is the actual deb underscore ID column, this one here. I am kind of tying this column from the debtor, again, debtor, deb underscore ID. I am making a tie of this column inside of the account table. Okay. And in a practical way, what am I doing here? So we know the last column in the table account is the deb underscore ID. So which means the last value here represents this ID. When I try to insert, the data SQL Server will say, listen, man, you have a problem. You have a conflict. You don't have ID 31. Let's see that. I have until 13. So I can't insert at all 31 because it doesn't exist. You see, why do we have that, this sort of constraint? This is a way to keep integrity in your data. So imagining your system is trying to insert a debtor ID, which doesn't exist. It doesn't make sense. I have to be, it has to be aligned. Both tables has to be accurate. And the foreign key that we call foreign key, this foreign key, which is represented by this common reference, will make the tie. Let's see the structure of the account table. Alt F1. If we scroll down, I showed you how you can see the primary constraint, right? Previously in the debtor table. But here we are seeing as well the foreign key. Deb underscore ID column reference the debtor table. Okay. So if you don't understand that, don't worry right now. I can explain later, or I can send you a video on YouTube. You can search in YouTube as well. What is a foreign key? You will see multiple examples, but hopefully, yeah, you could understand a little bit the idea. The main important thing here is the idea. Don't get worried with the string, okay? The idea. Okay, guys, so we got two errors here. The no, because it's not no, and the foreign key. Cool. What about now? I know the ID one, the debtor ID one is Lionel Messi. So I can see here it will already work. And the client name, it's not no. It's not, it's not no. There is something. So let's try to insert that. Good. successfully. Let's see that in the table. So select a star from account. There is exactly how we typed it here. 100 is the value of the debt. Oh, actually, sorry, it's two values here. 100 is the value of the debt. 50 is the current balance. The date. Vodafone is the client name. And debt underscore ID, which means, it means Lionel Messi in the debtor account. Let's select both at once. Actually, sorry, the opposite was better. So I can execute both queries at the same time, right? The one at the top is the account. Debtor ID 1, which means Lionel Messi. So this account here, this debt of £100 belongs to Lionel Messi. Okay, hopefully you guys understood. Does someone have any question about this? Good, guys, well done. Let me share here these inserts again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think I will be able to share all the 10. Yes, okay. You can copy and execute that, insert that. Oh, actually the Lionel Messi as well, right? No, sorry. Hold on. Please, copy the Lionel Messi first. Oh, actually, it won't make any difference. It won't make any difference, sorry, because it's not inserting the IDs automatically, which will be showing in the future. Oh, no, it will. I'm sorry, let me just double check. Yes, it will. Sorry, let me just explain this as well. Please ignore the last message, ignore this, don't copy this. So you probably have realized when we inserted the first account, we have here the ID, okay? We have the ID, but in any point, we insert here the ID, the account ID. How is that possible? And there is an ID, but have you seen I adding like number 4 here as ID? No, I didn't, I haven't. So how is that possible? Here in the ID column, after the data type, there's another column you call identity. This will fill up automatically this column for you, and you don't need to assign that column here. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Sam,
yes.
Is it possible for me to ask the question? You
Yes,
know,
yes.
I don't know if it's very appropriate, but are we going to have any kind of break?
Oh yes, actually, we were about to finish the class
We're
in
going to
20
finish
minutes.
in
Yeah,
20
in 20
minutes.
minutes. But yeah, it's a good idea. Just go for a break.
Yeah, because I mean, everyone, I'm restless. I don't know, maybe everyone is not like me. You know, maybe just a drink of water, stretch of leg.
Yes.
You know, but
That's
I've been doing that anyhow, but pardon me, please. You know, my participation in the class is just as an observer today. Hopefully,
thank
the
you.
next, you know,
Yes, thank you for that.
I will get a bit more involved.
Thank you for that. I forgot that completely. Go there,
Yeah.
guys. Have a drink, and here in 2 minutes we go back. But
Yeah,
we
so
are about
that,
to finish 10:30.
or no, it's totally up to you. If you want, I don't know what the structure is.
No. Go for it. Go for it. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay then.
Thank you.
All right then. So, what happens? Do you continue or do you?
No. Yeah. Go for it. It's a break time now. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then.
So while he's out, can you hear me?
Yep.
I did save the last one. Oh my gosh, where's the message? Wait, sorry. I'm just looking for the message now. Oh, here. I did save the last one and the one after, and that creates table account. That other one in the middle, it starts from the end, yeah? Is that to be for us to copy as well?
You mean this, right? The accounts? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna
Nice, okay.
tell you when you have to do that.
Yeah, now I'm copying as well. Copying everyone and saving so I can do when I get better.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, I am seeing here, guys. It's wow. We have more content than yeah. You know, I'm supposed to finish here in 15 minutes, but there are much more content to be fair. I think I'm gonna try to squeeze tomorrow. Yeah, I'll try to squeeze tomorrow. Yeah, actually, if I be quick. Okay, let's see.
What do you think about the content? Do you think I'll be able to finish today? The one you planned for today?
Yeah, well, let's see. I think I will be able to manage. Let's see. I think I'll be able. Okay, the 2 minutes almost there, almost gone. Yeah. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna carry on. Just to finish off what I was explaining here, the identity, you know, it auto increments the value in a column, right? This 1,1 means it starts with 1. If I put here 2, it starts with 2 and increments 1. If I put here 2, it starts with the value 2 and it increments 2 by 2, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. So, but of course, if we're talking about IDs, automating the creation of IDs, you put a 1, 1, and it will increment 1 by 1 in the IDs in the column of the ID, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay. So please, just to make sure to clear out the table. Type in this comment here, truncate table account. Execute that. Okay. And I'm going to copy this and send it to you. Good. I'm going to copy that again, but in an ordered, mannered way. Copy this, paste, and execute. You might be able to see what I'm seeing here in my screen. Okay, cool. As you could see, the IDs were created automatically. You will notice that they are not assigned in the values here, okay? They were created automatically. So because of the identity clause. Okay, so now we got the, well, and you see the debtors as well. Every account is related to one debtor, okay? And we got data. We populated these two tables as initially we saw in the workbook. Okay. That's it, guys. Well done so far. Now, quickly, it's a very simple thing. Don't get scared with that. In the table data, select only the columns data name and data place birth. So type this and execute. From now on, we will be seeing the cool comments, the nice comments. Yeah, the good, the fun stuff. So here, when the data table has all these columns, but here I just want to select. It's asking to select only 2 columns: data name, data place of birth. You in the select, when you put a star between select and from, it will bring everything. You haven't noticed that already, but you can assign only the columns you want. See, data name, place, birth. Simple, right? Second one, in the type this as well, please. In the table account, select only the columns account value that and account currency balance. Rather bringing all the columns, I just want to bring these 2 columns. I will be moving a little bit quickly, but don't worry if you get wrong. So I will be sending you the script after the class anyway. You can, copy it from there and practice on your own. I'm just showing you. Or actually, yeah, that's it. Let me just show you. I'm gonna just show you. You don't need to type. I'm gonna show you quickly. And afterwards, with my script, you can practice in your management studio, okay? So now multiply the column account value that by 2 and divide the column account current balance by 2. So you can do mathematical operations here. We got this column, the value that I'm multiplying by 2, and the current balance I'm divided by 2. Let's see that. So, sorry, let me do something different here to make it clear. So this is the original values, these 2 here, value that, current value. But these 2 here, they are the mathematical operation. The first column, value that, this is just 1 column, which is the second. So I'm multiplying the value that by 2. So 100 multiplied by 2, 200. Here, same idea, original value, and here's the division operation. So third column, fourth column is divided by 2. The current balance is divided by 2. 50 divided by 2, 25. Got it? Of course, I know you might struggle at first glance in the beginning, but just understand the idea. Don't stress out with the syntax, okay? It will come naturally, trust me. Just get the idea. Sum the column value that with the column current balance. So we got these two columns here. This will make it easier. I'm gonna sum the value that with the current balance. Okay. First column, second column, third column. I'm summing this with this, as you can see here. Okay. So summing the first with the second, the third will be 150. 100 plus 50, 150, and so on. 100, 50p, 50 pounds, 50p, 151. So you can see this, you can do these mathematical operations. This is a way to manipulate the data, okay? Again, get the idea, don't get worried with the syntax. The syntax you practice later with my script in your management studio. In the table debtor, concatenate the columns that debtor name with debtor email. So we got in the debtor table, we got these two columns. I want to concatenate them. I want to join them. When we use this, we can concatenate. Let me show you both. Okay, originally it's like that, but after manipulating, I just joined both into one column only. Okay, if you are familiar with Excel, it's, you can do the same, right? Concatenation. Cool. We will have a lot of exercise for these guys. The exercise will be your homework. But listen, if you pay attention to my script, which I will send you, you will find the answer for the exercise. Maybe not in exact format, but the answer you will get from there, I promise you, okay? So the exercise will help you to internalize this what I'm showing to you right now. Okay, here's some clauses, really quick. I'm gonna order the data. So we got here the data in this format in the table, but I want to order by gender. As you can see, it's a little bit mixed here, right? Men, women. But actually, I want to show, I want to order this column here, like as you do in Excel, right? The no one, I did this on purpose, and we will talk about this later. But as you can see, it's ordered. So I can order any other column. So this is the clause order by. I can order by date of birth. You might ask, what is this ask? Ascendant, or can be descendant. If you put nothing, it will be ascendant as default. Okay. So you see the oldest date first to the newest. Oh, but I want the opposite. I want the newest first. Newest, oldest. Name, same thing. Okay. You can order by name. Room night, name, blah, 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 so on, so on, so on. Okay. Order by. The exercise, we will have the order by. If you don't know how to do, come to my script here, check this command to be reminded. Same thing here for the debts. So I want the lowest debt. Or select the debt from account order by value debt. Oh, I want the biggest debt. Okay. Distinct. Very self-explained as well. We can see we have 2 Vodafones, 2 Tesco, Capital One, and so on, so on, so on. When I apply the distinct, it removes the duplicate. Okay. But listen, all the columns must be equal to the distinct works. If you put, for example, ACC ID, we got two Vodafones, but with two different IDs, so it won't work here in the distinct because they are not distinct, you see? But once all the columns have the same values, the distinct will work, okay? Please, just the idea. Don't freak out. Oh, distinct, order by, concatenation. Don't worry for now. Top 3. So the account table has 10 records. So, but I just want the top 3. And I apply the order as well. I wanted the top 3 biggest debts. Oh no, I want top 5 lowest debts. Top 5 lowest debts. You see, guys, we are manipulating the data here already. It's very simple things, very silly things, but this is the base, okay? This, you will get into more complex queries in the future. Union all. Union and union all. Let's understand that. We got in the data table, in the account table, we got both tables have date columns. Okay. As long as both columns have the same data type, in this case, date and date, I can union them. As you can see, and this is the syntax. I'm doing a select here, a simple select in the data column or table, and I'm applying the union and doing another select in the account. So I got here the records for the data table and the records, the dates for the account table in one single query. Okay. When you remove the all, it's a distinct, like the same idea of the distinct that we saw here. It removes the duplicates, duplicate records. But in this case here, we don't have duplicate, but just so you know, all doesn't remove the duplicate. If there is a duplicate record, remove it. It's a distinct. Okay. Cool. Sorry guys, this is the last bit here, very quick. Sorry, I know that our time has run out, but just to finish off, and the exercise will be your homework, okay? And your exercise will be all about this select thing here that I'm showing here. Guys, this is the second most important clause. The most important is the select, of course, because of that you can see all the data. But the where is how you truly manipulate. Is we call logical operators, logical condition, is how you filter out the data. So here, quick example. We got here all these records, 13 records for the data. Okay, but now I just want to bring all the debtors with the debtor ID bigger than 6, which means I just want these guys here. I don't want these guys here. So I will choose the column debtor ID greater than 6. Greater than 6. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10. So here is how I am filtering out. Oh, why 6 is not there? Because this is like mathematics. the same in math, the same when you did the algebra, this stuff in the school, same stuff. This is the greater sign. If you want the 6, you have to include greater, equal. Now we got the 6, okay? Right, good. Let's see the others quickly, very few minutes, the other operators. So this is the greater equal, as I just have shown you. This is the smaller. I just want the letters smaller than 6, is smaller than equal. Okay, again, we are selecting the data table and applying the where clause and filtering the column data ID smaller and equal 6. This is the different of 6. So we got here the equal. Oh, actually, this is the equal, so it will bring only the data 6, and this is the opposite. We'll bring everyone except 6, 5, 7, 6 is not there. So here we can filter out, we can use 2 filters, more than 1 filter. We can use 3, 4, 5, how many filters we want. So here I'm filtering everyone with the data ID greater than 6 and with the name Angelina Jolie. It will bring me only 7. Why? Because nobody else calls Angelina Jolie, just her. So, and the condition here matches. Is Angelina Jolie data ID greater than 6? Yes. First condition is met. Second condition, is the data name Angelina Jolie? Yes, it matches. Second, 6. Is it bigger than 6? Yes. Is the data name Angelina Jolie? No. And so on for this record, this record, this record. Okay. Same thing here. Oh, actually, no. We use the operator AND, which means both conditions have to match. The data ID has to be greater than 6, and the data name has to be Angelina Jolie. Here is the OR, which means for me, the condition or the condition satisfy, all the records with the data ID greater than 6 satisfies me. Or if the data name is Neymar Jr., it satisfies me anyway. Let's see the outcome. So Neymar the condition was met, not because the data ID was 6. He's not 6, he's 2. So this condition was not met, but the OR operator made it more flexible and allowed me to use the second condition, which is Neymar. So the second record is the data ID greater than 6? Yes. But is the name Neymar? No, but it doesn't matter because the first condition was met. Is that clear? Okay, here I can filter by using a set. I can pick the IDs that I want. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. Okay. And nothing is the opposite. Everything different than 1, 2, 3. So we no longer can see 1, 2, 3 there. Okay. The like is everything. Well, let me show you and you understand. Here I'm saying the name, the data name has to be like everything that starts with N. in the name, N. So we got just one name on. But now I want to, when we have the percentage signs in both, in the beginning and the end, it means everything that has this expression here, AN. So we got here AN in Cristiano Ronaldo and AN in Angeline Jolie. Like means, and the percentage signs everything. Okay. When we use equal, it must be exactly with the name. Exactly. So it will work because his name is exactly Neymar Jr., Neymar Jr. If I put equal Neymar, it will not work because it's not exact. But the like, with the percentage in the beginning and in the end, it will work. And actually brought even more. Ney. Ney, Rooney. Okay. The not like is the opposite. Everything that doesn't have the ney. And of course, everyone there, just come up. Between, just to finish off, between 2 and 6. Well, it doesn't matter if you do like, you can do like in, you know, same thing. It's the same thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, or between 2 and 6. Doesn't matter. Same thing. The first query, 2 to 6, and the between 2 and 6. Okay, just for curiosity. But between means that. Now between is the opposite. Everything outside of this range here. 1, 7, so on, so on. Okay. Between dates as well. I want everyone that was born in this range of dates. 58 and 75. Just these guys here. O or not between. The opposite. The same guys that were here before, they are no longer here. Okay. The between can be done like this as well. You can use the greater and equal, and so you filter by the column, right? That are the date of birth greater than this date, and again the column date of birth, and smaller than this range. So it will work as well, like the between. Okay. So basically that's it, guys. Let's quickly to finish off just what you have to do as exercise. This will be your homework for until next class. Please do before Thursday. Select debtor of the gender equal W. Okay. So and you can create in your workspace a space like this exercise, and you can start doing. I'm gonna do the first one for you. Select the debtors of the gender equal W. Let me put it here. You can copy this and paste there. Comments just to make it easier. So if I want a debtor, I have to go to the debtor table. So select debtors, debtor, where my gender is equal W. And we got all the women there. Angelina, Kate, Kira, Ellen, Emma, and Madonna, right? So in your home book, just do this exercise here, the 2 from the 2 to 13. if you get stuck, there's no problem. We can quickly review this exercise in the beginning of the next class, Thursday. And that's it. Or, in this meantime as well, feel free to text me privately, and I respond you. Don't be shy. Um, don't be shy to text me and to ask me. I can answer. Right, to review, that's it. To close off, we create a database, we create a table, we dropped them. We created actually more than one table. We created the account table as well. We altered the table. We inserted dates in both tables. We saw we can use mathematical operations and concatenate. We can order, we can remove the duplicate, we can choose the top records and order at the same time, union, and the second most important clause, the where we can filter out the data the way that we want. And so please, I'm gonna send you this script here, exactly what we're saying. My suggestion is create or keep using your workspace and try to copy everything, create database, do everything again, so that you can memorize the commands, and please finish the exercise before Thursday. Okay, guys, sorry I ran out my time. I went over. I was supposed to finish 10:30. I'm sorry about that. As I said, it's first time online that I'm lecturing, and sorry, this first class will be boring. Just in the exercise, we'll get excited, hopefully, and from the next class onwards, I think the things will get even more excited. And sorry for the time for some bumpy things, and hopefully, I'm learning, and hopefully next class will be a little bit better. Okay, any question?
Yeah, Sam, just to confirm, you said you're going to send us all of this, I'm not quite sure what it's called.
Script, yeah.
Script, thank you, that's the one. From concatenate, etc. All the ones, yep, all of that. So from number 3 downwards is the one that I just listened, I didn't do because you were going so quickly. So I'll just do that at my own time if that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's no problem at all. Actually, there was one point that I asked all of you to stop like typing, because I was going to send it that anyway.
Okay.
Afterwards, you just practice just trying to redo or actually, copy exactly, type exactly, or copy from my script, and practice on your own, doing everything that we have done so far. And
Sorry,
so
is is the exercise going to be in your scripts as well?
the exercise is going to be script. What do you mean? Sorry.
No, sorry. It's possible just for you to paste here in this chart the exercise, so I can copy for me to save on my, because I'm on my phone at the moment and I don't want to miss that bit.
Yes. Well, actually, the exercise in the workbook, I sent the workbook in the chat. I can send again, there's no problem. And you open that, it's a PDF, right? And there, the exercises here are the questions, and you have to do the commands. For example, here, first question is this. I pasted it here, and under the question, I did the command. Got me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you
so
very much, Sam.
No worries, guys. Feel free to those who has to go away to leave, just go for it. No problem. But if someone has extra questions, I will stay on here. You can keep in the line here.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sam. See
That's
you.
great,
Thanks, guys.
Sam. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Sam.
guys. Thank you.
Thanks, nice
Thank
enough.
you, Sam. See
Thank
you.
you. See you. Bye bye.
Oh, next time, when will we
Okay, Samuel,
again?
obviously I only followed because it took the whole session to download the thing anyway. So I'll see if I can work on it. So how do we get hold of the session that you've recorded? Can you send it to us, or how does it work?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how I can. I think I'll have to post these on YouTube because I think it's not. How can I say? It's not possible to share in the WhatsApp group because
Yeah, I
it's
don't
too
know how
large.
it works.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to post this to upload this in a YouTube and I share the link.
Okay, all right. And then hopefully I will have the other laptop, and then I can perhaps work on watching the session on one laptop and when doing the work on the other laptop when I eventually get it from my girls.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Because I have, and so it's sort of the other bit did download, but I don't know whether the whole thing and all the bits downloaded, but I'll check afterwards. I'll see what I've got. Okay, thank you. Thank you,
No
Samuel.
worries. No worries. Thanks for attending,
See you
Maria.
next time. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
when
Bye,
do we meet
Amici.
again? Bye. Hi. How are you?
Bye all. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Sam,
Good night.
good night. When do we meet again?
Thursday,
That's my question. Oh,
8 p.m.
Thursday, the same time as
Yes, correct.
him. Okay.
next week, right?
Yeah, next week as well. Tuesday next week and Thursday next week.
Oh, 2 times a week.
And would that be the completion of the course?
Yes.
So
Exactly.
it's a 2-week course.
2 weeks course, yes.
Spaced out 4 days.
Sorry, say again?
As in over a period of 4 days, really. Each 2.5 hours each.
Yes, that's correct. Correct.
Yeah, okay. All right. We're going to have a discussion, but it's a bit late, and my attention span is a bit short. I don't know if you noticed it, but when would be convenient for us to discuss?
We can do, let me see.
Wait. Okay, sorry.
No, that's all right. Let's do, what about Sunday
we did
night?
agree on Sunday, didn't we? Will you be at church, won't you, on Sunday?
Sunday night, yes.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
oh, I realize now, when you were looking to meet me in the church, was to talk about the course, right?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were looking to talk about other things. Sorry.
We can do other stuff, but I mean, we can marry, as in, merge all of it together, concatenate all of it together.
Perfect. So what about, can we do, I mean, I think actually if we do Sunday night,
Sunday
online,
night.
I think online will be better because by doing online, I can share my screen and show you because I'm not going to take my laptop there. We can kind of, how can I say, talk in the chat, but yeah.
I was thinking about, us maybe going for it looks like you're so busy. Can you not devote like 2 hours for us to sit down and have a proper chat? Face to face.
Yeah. This is what you were looking for, to have a chat in person, right?
In person. It's always. I mean, I know technology is very, enabling.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let me just double check. I think because the thing is, the guidelines for the church is, it seems that we are not allowed to talk in the church because of the COVID thing. But let me confirm with Bishop if it's there's an exception for a quick meeting. If we can't do that, I can come to you.
Okay. All right. No problem. We'll speak anyhow. We'll communicate, isn't it?
Perfect. Yes, correct. Okay.
All right.
I
Well
will let you
done.
know.
Well done, Sam. Thanks a lot for taking us through this initial stage of welcoming us into.
No, perfect. No problem.
SQL Server.
Yeah, you know what? For this exercise here, I would like that you help me to answer the questions of the students in next class, if it's possible.
No, I will do that. What I'll do, I just didn't get time to prepare because there were a few things I had to do earlier on today. So, but I've got tomorrow before the next, before the next class. So I'll do some preparation. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. You
And
just,
if I run into, but please don't forget to send me because I was trying to look for it and I think I lost it somewhere. The scripts, and then obviously for the next class on Thursday, if you can send me. I mean, I don't know if they all contain because I really haven't looked at it. That's why I decided not to kind of participate to take the. But please do send the material. I'll review it and tomorrow I'll get back to you. And I
perfect.
think I'll be ready because I've seen your style. I've seen the way you deliver it. So I'll be able to. I will. I'll get back to you tomorrow evening for
Per- No problem. So are you seeing my screen right now?
Yes, I can see a screen.
So basically, the subquery, I prepared this scripts here where, we would be showing them, for example, oh, we don't have the products database. We will create the products database in the next class. Oh, actually, I can create already. 1 second. There is, okay. In the product, in the subquery, oh man.
I mean, the way it's looking, I think I can start participating from next, So, wait, whatever you send me, the resource, would it cover the whole of the course or would it be specific to, the subqueries?
Yeah, no, I'm just showing you what you can share with them, Basically, you see, I prepared these queries here. You can execute these queries and explain to them. This, for example, as you can see here, there's a subquery here, right? You kind of explain to them, oh, listen, in the products table, I'm using here a brands table, a different table as a subquery here in the where, this kind of thing. Like, and here I'm using another subquery as well. Temporary tables. How do I create a temporary tables? Here an example you can create like this. This is a local temporary table with 1 hash and a global temporary table with 2 hashes, and this is a way you can create a temporary tables. You can unit them. Basically it's a very simple kind of explanation to show to them these functions are available. The subquery, temporary tables, the cardinality, which is here in the workbook, right?
Okay, Sam, like I was saying, I haven't gone through the material. Let me go through it and then, it should be no problem at all.
Yeah, no, cool.
I'll work with the structure and then,
Cool,
yeah.
perfect.
So,
Yeah.
I'll update you tomorrow evening. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Please
problem.
don't forget to resend the stuff because I've been looking for it and I was trying to look for it. I don't know where it is.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna resend that.
Okay, please. If you don't, I'll remind you anyhow.
Oh, wait, when you say when you say to resend it, you mean the link of the Google Drive with the scripts?
The Google Drive did not, so you actually sent it through my email. You sent it to my email. I saw it and I opened it. I was able to open it as a PDF.
Well, when you type this in your browser, Google Drive.
Yeah.
When you go there, so you click there, cloud storage, right? Google Drive, and go to Drive. When you're logging in, if you click here and shared with me, you will be able to see the folder that I shared with you.
Okay. All right then. Okay. All right. No problem.
Yeah. If you want to try now, feel free. I can't
do you
wait.
want me to try now? Okay.
Yeah, feel free.
Problem.
Feel free.
So I can go to my Google Drive and check.
Google Drive.
Yes, Emma.
Hello.
Oh, I'll go.
Sorry, but I'm sure other people. Okay, are you sure you don't want Sam's attention? That was why I was hoping that we can do this in the background. I don't know if Leila wants to speak to you or Fabrizio.
I just have It's just one
Yeah.
thing.
So Sam, let's do this
Guys,
some other time so that you can attend to them.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, but it's up to you, man. I can't wait for your result. There's no problem.
But then, okay, Sam.
you're in trouble, mate. Guys, just a
Mhm.
quick one. I'm
Yep.
looking for a computer.
I've got
So
it.
if anyone know anyone that's selling a computer, just let me know, please. It's kind of urgently for that course. My two computers broken down now. No, one is Mac. I can't download the Mac, and my Dell is not working at the moment. So I really need one. So if you know anyone that's selling, please let me know.
I will send you a link of the Dell, and they sell refurbished laptops with a warranty. If you don't mind to use a second-hand laptop, I do recommend, because it's a Dell one. Usually, it's very good, and there is a warranty. If
Oh, that's
something goes wrong.
perfect. Yeah, no, I don't mind at all. I just need a computer. That's all, and that I'm be able to do the coding. Apart from that, I
Perfect.
don't mind what it looks like or the way it is. As long as it works well for that type of work, then I'll be quite happy to have it.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna send you, and I suggest the second hand because they are much cheaper. Because a brand new Dell is very expensive, but
Yeah, I was looking at the price yesterday. It's like, right, I can't, afford right now. So I need something else that's good and it's not that expensive.
no, that's perfect. And these Dell refurbished Dells, they are pretty good. I bought mine from there twice, and very good. They give you warrant guarantee, and it's perfect. I send you the
That's
link.
perfect. But is that you need to download the programs, don't you? The process like Microsoft, Windows, or they come with it ready to use. How does that work?
Yeah, you have to follow the instructions of the video of the YouTube that I sent
Okay.
to install the SQL Server. If you follow the video, or I
Yeah.
can send you, if you are not understanding that guy, I try to find another video in Portuguese so that you
Oh
can.
no, English fine. I don't understand much of computer. I know that I need to have a a big screen because my face is at least 17 each. They'll be very helpful because I saw them once 14. 14 is not big enough for me. So because for me, for the code in the moment, what I need is a good screen, and that's it has the capacity to hold the system.
Okay. Yeah, I will check it out for that.
Oh, thank you so much. That'd be very helpful.
No worries.
Okay, thank you for the lesson. I can't wait for the next one. You said it's Tuesday. The next one is going to be Thursday this week, and then next week is going to be Tuesday and Thursday, right?
Yes, correct. Same time, 8 p.m. All of them.
Lovely. Thank you so much for today.
No worries.
Have a
good
nice
night.
evening, guys.
Bye-bye, Lil.
See you.
So
See ya.
did you
I
find?
forgot my question.
Yeah,
But
That's
I'll
okay.
wait. I'll wait.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. You can ask Amici. It's a quick thing.
No. Sam, I'm waiting for Fabrizio to finish, and then we can talk.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
I forgot my question.
Did you?
There is no question anymore.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Feel
Just
free to
thank
ask
you
me
so
later.
much, man.
No worries, man.
Yeah, you're doing very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. See you Thursday.
See you.
See you,
Thursday
Fabrizio.
is quinta, not Tuesday.
Thursday.
Okay, Thursday.
Yes.
See you.